Hello, my name is Claudia Araiza. I'm the Chief Academic Officer at Southern States University. I'm just going to call it SSU, just like all of our students and everyone here, we call Southern States University SSU. And welcome, especially our online students. This is our very first year that we have our MBA online program. We're very proud of this, and I just want to show you a few things about how the online setting works. I'm going to go through our online course management system, which is Moodle. I'll show you the steps, even on how to log in and how to see a course, like an example of a course page. I would like to point out 4 things that are very important for a successful online student. One is basically that you need to have very good organizational skills. You need to know, for example, you need to know how to organize your files that your instructors are going to give you, like a PowerPoint slide, a handout in a Word document. And for you to be that successful online student is basically all about you. You need to have those good organizational skills. Another skill that's definitely needed is that you need to be very detail oriented. You need to be able to know how to read all the instructions that instructor is going to give you online, because all the time, 99% of the time, you're not going to see your instructor. Obviously, everything is going to be online. So you need to know how to read every single detail of a handout, of a quiz. You need to follow everything, because all your assignments, they're going to have due dates. They're going to have a time limits as well, and specific instructions in terms of what to do, like how to submit the assignment to your instructor. It could be either through email, or perhaps it's going to be through our online management system. And another skill that you definitely need to have in order to be a successful online student is that you need to take initiative. Basically, no one is going to be out there with you telling you when to log in. No one is going to remind you about your assignments. That basically everything is going to be up to you when you're going to be logging in. Our system is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And our classes, the way they're structured, are basically that an instructor is going to be posting the material online in our online course management system, and it's going to be available during an entire week, for example, for a specific week. And then you're going to be given due dates of when something is due, like an assignment might be due on a Saturday. And then perhaps the quiz, or if you have a quiz, might be due on a Wednesday. Things of that nature, about being able to take that initiative yourself, or making sure that you're, like I mentioned previously, about being detail-oriented and knowing how to follow all the instructions. And another very important skill is obviously the most basic one, is about knowing how to navigate pages, having those computer skills basically. And these are just very basic skills that you need to think of as you're going to be taking our online classes. One, which I mentioned, was organizational skills. Another one, you have to be detail-oriented, and you need to be able to take initiative. And the very last one that I mentioned, you need to have those strong computer skills. Next, I'm going to give you an overview of Moodle. Moodle is basically our online course management system. It is a program that is going to allow you to basically go through a class, to take a class. Your instructor in a class, in a course, is going to be giving you all the assignments, all the material, like reading material that they're going to have in our online management system, which is Moodle. Moodle is, if you're wondering how it is spelled, is M-O-O-D-L-E, as you can see. And I'm just going to give you an overview of what Moodle is, and then after that I'm going to show you details of actually going through a course, an example of a course, and showing you, for example, how to upload an assignment. Moodle is very user-friendly. We've been using Moodle for a very long time. Our instructors love it, our students love it, and of all the online course management systems out there, Moodle is among the top ones in terms of being that user-friendly. And like I mentioned before, Moodle is the online course management system that is going to require you to take an online class. To access Moodle, basically, there are two ways. One, you can just type in once you log into the internet, type in moodle.ssu.edu. The other way is to go through our website and actually look for our link to Moodle, which I will show you later. And Moodle is available, so the system itself is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, all the time. Your instructors in a class, what they do with an online class, basically they plan on a weekly basis. Once you log into a course, as soon as it is available in first day of classes, they're going to be posting everything that you need for week 1. And then once week 1 finishes, then they're going to be posting for week 2, and so on. And since we are on a quarter basis, our quarter lasts for 10 weeks. Around week 10, the very last week of classes, and most of the time you're going to have like a final exam or perhaps a major project that you're going to have to submit. And I'm just going to give you that overview right now. That basically, but before that, I want to just highlight the login information. About 1 week before our first day of classes, you're going to be given your Moodle passport, your Moodle student account. And basically, in order to log in, you need a username, and it's going to be the first letter or your first name followed by your last name. And then you're going to be given a temporary password, which is very generic, and basically is SSU student 99. SSU is capitalized, and then the word student is in lowercase, and then the two numbers 99. And then once you log in, you're going to be asked, the system is going to ask you to set up your own particular password. So I definitely, as soon as you receive that email from us with your Moodle account information, I definitely encourage you to log in as soon as possible so that you can make sure that you actually have that account working. And just to show you, once you log into Moodle, you're going to see the front page that is very generic for everyone. You're going to have, for example, your program listed. If you're in the MBA program, you're going to be having MBA listed there. And once you click on that link, it's going to take you to the different links for the different courses. And so for example, if you're in the MBA program, once you click on the MBA link, it's going to take you to all the different course links. And if you're enrolled in one of these classes, then you're going to be able to access your class on the first day in the quarter. There are many resources that you can find in Moodle. One specifically that I definitely encourage you to look at in detail, especially if you're an online student, is under Student Resources, and it is the student training link that basically shows you and that gives you examples how you can submit assignments, give you examples on how to post in a discussion forum. In case you have any technical problems with Moodle, what you can do is, one, basically that we tell our students is to contact your instructor as soon as possible, especially if that's the case with due dates. If there's a due date for an assignment, and if the assignment link is broken or is not working for you, I definitely recommend you to contact your instructor as soon as possible. Let them know of the problem that you're having, and even I encourage you, if it was related to an assignment that you needed to submit, I definitely encourage you to even email that assignment to your instructor in case you had those technical problems in Moodle and you couldn't actually work with the assignment link. But for any general technical problems in Moodle, like dealing with your account, you can send an email to ssumuodle@ssu.edu. And basically this is IT support, but it's very general. And like I mentioned, if it has something to do with experiencing problem in a specific online class, like the example that I gave of having a broken link for an assignment, I definitely encourage you to contact your instructor. I'm gonna show you how to access Moodle, and basically there are two ways. One, you can just type in moodle.ssu.edu, or you can go to our main SSU website, and then over here on the front page under current students, there's a drop-down menu right there, and then you can see the link to Moodle. So I'm just gonna do it that way. And once you do that, you're gonna see the login page, and just very basic, it asks for your username, which is, like I mentioned previously, is the first letter of your first name, followed by your last name. And then the password, obviously the first time is gonna be the temporary password, which is SSU student 99. So once you log in, you're gonna see the front page. And basically over here we have, on the right side, we have all the navigation tools. For example, you can look at your profile, you can set up your profile in the very beginning. You have a main menu right here with links to all the campus news and events. We have also a link to the general catalog, a link to the library catalog, and then other things such as the textbook list. We do update our textbook list every quarter in case, for example, if there's a new edition of a book, just make sure that you access the textbook list at the very beginning of the quarter so that you know what textbooks are required in your classes and the specific edition as well. Moodle, like I've been mentioning, is very user-friendly. Everything is driven by drop-down menus, links. For example, this one for the textbook list, here's an icon that is the traditional Adobe PDF file. So this basically tells you, this icon, that it is a PDF file. Over here, you see all the course categories. For example, we have our BBA program, and I'm gonna click on this just to show you that once someone clicks on there, they're gonna see all the classes in the BBA program that we have in that current quarter. And I'm just gonna go back, so I'll click on the home page. And I'm gonna show you for the MBA classes next. So coming back to our main homepage in Moodle, if you're in the MBA program and you need to access your classes, you click on the course categories for the MBA link right here. So I'm just gonna be clicking and showing you. And you're gonna see all the courses listed for that specific quarter. We don't keep all courses from previous quarters. So for example, if you are taking BU 501 or BU 502, then those are the only classes they're gonna be able to access in Moodle. But I'm just gonna go back to the home page and show you a few more other things here. If you scroll down the very front page, you're gonna see campus news and events. And these are basically whenever we have some event on campus, or it could be like a field trip. For example, this one is just an invitation to attend an event in LA. And we have here just a very general announcement about, for example, the new academic advisor. So I definitely suggest, I recommend you to take a look at these events on the front page. Over here on this other side, on the right side, you're gonna be seeing all these different articles that come from this major newspaper source, the Wall Street Journal. Over here we have for the New York Times. And basically we have access to them because we do subscribe to these major publications for our students. And over here, the other thing I want to show is when you set up your own profile. Like if you're seeing right here, some of us, we have our own picture posted in Moodle. And that is just a very friendly way to be part of this online community. And a lot of our students do work on their profile, they post their picture, they might give a description, background information of themselves. And in order to do that, you go over here on the right side under navigation, and then you see my profile. You click right there, and then you can go to view my profile. And if you, for example, you see this one, this is just mine and just very basic. If I want to, for example, you can see that I have my picture here uploaded. If I, and a bit about myself right here in the description. And suppose that you're logging in for the very first time and you want to do this, well, what you can do is just go to edit profile right here on the right side. You click there. Once you do that, then under description, you're able to write something about yourself. And then to add a picture, go to user picture, and then go through all the different links right here that it asks you to upload your picture. This is a demonstration about how to enter your classes in Moodle. And also I'll be showing exactly how a Moodle course works. So once you're in the very front page of Moodle, go to your program. So if you're in the MBA program, just click on MBA and then search for your particular class. So let me just take you to a random one, such as this one. And once, basically this is how a class looks in Moodle. As you can see, it is just going to be one whole page that gives you the instructor's information, contact information such as the email. You also have the syllabus, which if you click on this one is going to be a Microsoft Word file. And then you have other things, for example, you have information about the course. You also have like a student guide, how to access resources. And then you have other things that are related to that particular course. For example, this one is about international economics and has all these different links of well-known sites that you can just access from Moodle. And then also, once you begin your class, for example, week 1, you're going to have all the material listed in that particular week. So this is typically how a Moodle class looks like, and has different things such as instructions, time estimates, objectives, and then these other links such as for assignments if you have a discussion or a quiz. Information about the instructor has, for example, here about office hours, or about how to post questions to other students or to the instructor as well. And then as you scroll down, I'm still in week 1, you're going to see other things such as resources. For example, you have PowerPoint slides about chapter 1 or a summary about chapter 1. And all you have to do is click on these different links, and that will allow you to save a file in your own computer, or you can open it right there on your screen. And as you can see, as moving on to the next week, you're going to see the same formats that we have in a class. And moving on to the third week is going to be the same thing. Moving on to the second week, you're going to be seeing the same type of format with all the different links, instructions about it, that particular week. And then for your assignments, you're going to see the links like a discussion link and then a quiz. Not all classes will be having the same type of assignments or the format. Some, for example, are not going to have quizzes every week. They're going to have assignments, written assignments that you're going to have to submit. But this is just an example of one particular class from one instructor. And as you move on to the third week, you're going to see the same format just by scrolling down on the same page of your course, and then you see the same type of format. Now let me show you how a discussion forum typically looks like in one of these classes. So let me come back to week 1. So as an online student, definitely you need to read all the instructions in detail that the instructor has. For example, this one is saying that to complete everything on time for each chapter as well, I have to read all the material. And over here, discussion number 1, if you click on it, it opens on the same Moodle page and basically gives you details such as when it is due. So over here you see that it has a due date of Wednesday and Saturday by 11:59 p.m. That basically means that you have until Wednesday and Saturday of that week to post your discussion in a discussion forum. And then there are other details that an instructor is going to give you, like total points for that particular discussion, and then the specific instructions in terms of what to do. For example, it says right here, by Wednesday, April 13, 11:59 p.m., read the article that is given right here with a link. So this is just an external link that to access the article, for example, you can just copy this and paste it to a new browser page. And then as you read that article by Wednesday that is telling you, then you need to move on to the next step. For example, it says click on the add button below to add your posting. So the add button basically is the one you're going to be using. It's the one you're going to be using to post your discussion posting. For example, if I'm a student here in this class, all I have to do is click right here and then scroll down. And now this is my chance to post my discussion topic as a student. So I can just title this just anything that you like discussion 1. And then over here in this window where it says message, this basically gives you a window to write your own discussion posting. Or what you could do, instead of writing right here your own discussion, what you could do is open Microsoft Word, and then in a Microsoft Word file or some other type of word processor, you can write your discussion posting and then copy and paste it over here to the actual message window. So these are just different ways to complete the assignment. If you click, for example, right here in this icon right here that you see, it's going to expand the whole selection for the type of menu options that you have in terms of when you want to modify, for example, the font size. If this is your discussion and you start typing discussion 1, and then my answer is, so anything that you're typing right there, if you want to modify the font, for example, you can do that by, for example, highlighting this, and then you can make it bold. You can change the font size. For example, we can make it larger like that. And you can do other fancy things, such as you can add some color. This is a highlighting type of color. You can just make modifications like that. So this is something obviously that you have at your disposal, and you don't need to be using all of these, but these are just nice to have. And then once you're done with your particular answer for a discussion posting, oh, I see a typo right here, discussion, I'll just correct that. Once you're done, you can just click post to forum right here at the bottom. And that will basically, for example, let me just do this, post to forum. So what you see right here, once you click to post, you're gonna have a message from Moodle that is telling you that the post was successfully posted, and then the message goes away after a few seconds. But basically that is your message. If there was an error, then the system will give you that error message, but in this case it didn't have any errors for me. So just to verify that the posting was actually linked right there, what you can do is just scroll down and see if it was really posted. So for example, this is me right here, a student. This is the discussion I just posted, and you can click on it, and then you're gonna be able to see your own discussion. So this is just another way to verify that you have actually posted the discussion. The other thing that an instructor is going to be asking you in a discussion posting is about replying to students' postings. So let me just go back to the instructions right here. So typically an instructor is going to be asking you to reply to students' postings. For example, this one is telling you, step number 3, is saying Saturday. So Saturday, April 16, 11:59 p.m., which basically means your very last chance to read 3 of your classmates' postings and reply to each one with a critique. So this is part of the assignment that basically you need to come back to this link and choose any of your classmates' postings. Doesn't really matter which one. If you like, for example, that you read this one, and if you like it, then you can just reply to it. So this is what a student wrote in that particular class, and to reply to this posting, what you can do is just click right here, the reply button right there. By clicking the reply button, then you're going to be seeing another window that is going to allow you to enter your message, your reply. And then just once you're ready, you click it, post to forum. And that's basically how an online discussion works. That all of your online classes are going to be asking you to post every week in a discussion posting. Let me just come back to the very main page over here for this course, and let me just show you some other things. For example, instructors, what they like to do, they like to post PowerPoint slides, so you can just click on the link, and like I mentioned before, you can save it in your own files or open it right there. You can also, for example, let me just scroll a bit down here and give you an example. You can also have YouTube videos linked that are connected or related to a particular chapter. For example, for this week, the instructor posted this link to a YouTube video. So if you click on it, it's going to take you to that particular YouTube video.
To explain why countries trade, we must look at a little economic theory.
So that was a bit fun. And then to go back to Moodle, well, you can either open a new browser window or you can just go back. So coming back to this class, the other thing that I want to show you is a quiz link. So in this class, this is just for this class, the instructor had a quiz every week. So quiz number 2 was for week 2 and has the title here that it opens on Wednesday, that's April 20th at 12 a.m. and closes Saturday, April 23rd by 11:59 p.m. So that basically means that you have from Wednesday to Saturday to take this quiz according to this instructor's instructions. And once you click on the link, so you're going to be seeing instructions. So for example, the quiz has multiple choice questions. You have a maximum 1 hour to complete the quiz. You have 2 attempts. So all of this was given by the instructor. It doesn't really mean that you're going to be having this type of format in all of your classes. It all depends on the instructor for a particular class. So once you're ready to take a quiz, you just need to click on the link that is going to be shown at the bottom of this window. Coming back to the course, I just want to show you other things. An online instructor can have like an online chat. Online chat basically means that it's going to take place during a certain time and day. For example, this one is the instructor had an online chat with the students every Wednesday from 4 to 5 p.m. One thing that you need to consider is the time zone. So this basically means California time, 4 to 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you are in some other time zone, you're gonna have to just be aware that it's not the same timing for you. But coming back to the online chat, so if it's Wednesday 4 o'clock, just if you want to talk to your instructor, or if it's required, then just come to that link, click on it, and then it says right here, click here to enter the chat. So just click on it, and basically this is a very simple chat feature that allows you to communicate with your instructor and other students in the class. Let me close it, and let me show you another example of a class, of an online class in Moodle. Let me show you this example. So it has the same format as the other one, just some things that are different. For example, resources that are going to be different, assignments, but most of the classes in Moodle, the online classes, they have a discussion posting, they might have a quiz, or they might have some assignment. For assignments, basically the assignment link looks like this. For example, for week 1 in this class, there's a letter of agreement that needs to be submitted by Sunday, April 17. So you click on it, and if you're ready to submit, all you have to do is click right here to upload a file. So once you click there, it basically gives you instructions on how to do that. But let me come back to the link, to the main page. And let's see what this instructor also has. We have week 1, for example, this instructor created a video that shows students about what a particular week is going to look like.
Spring for 2016. This week we're going to focus on just really understanding the course. I want to take some time and introduce myself, as I'll be working with you for the next 10 weeks. My name is Dr. Bilbrook, and I have the pleasure of working with you in BU 502.
Okay, so that was also very interesting that the instructor has a video showing all the instructions for that week. And as we move on, week 2, for example, has other assignments and other information that you can look at. So these are just examples of 2 classes, different classes, but they kind of follow the same format in Moodle. The other thing that I want to show you in Moodle is all the resources that we have for students online. If you, going back to the main page, click on Student Resources, and then Student Training Moodle. This is our Moodle training site for students. All students are enrolled in this particular Moodle site, and basically you have a lot of resources that you can download. For example, there's a Moodle student guide that you can download. This is a PDF file. You have other resources right here, links to some type of videos, or it could be like tutorial sites. And then over here, as you scroll down, you're gonna see, for example, about assignments, about what to do for an assignment. For example, if you have a link in a class that tells you that you need to submit something through what is called Turnitin. Turnitin is a very important thing to know that for students, that basically means that all of your written assignments are going to be submitted through this external type of link called Turnitin. In this site, basically, once you submit an assignment, it's going to basically compare your own assignment to millions and millions of resources that are out there available on the internet. So if you want to practice to see how it looks like, you can come to that link and then click on My Submissions. And then what you can do is click this button and then upload a particular file. And this is just for you to know how to navigate this Turnitin site. So here's an example that I uploaded an example of an assignment. So imagine that you're the student in a class and this is your assignment through Turnitin. What you're gonna be seeing once it is submitted is what is similarity score, a Turnitin score. This 27%, as an example, basically means that 27% of this assignment has information that is very similar to online sources. So if I look at it, if I click on it, it's gonna give me a message that I need to agree to this Turnitin site. And then it's gonna open with the actual file that I submitted. So like I mentioned, this is just an example. Imagine that you are in this class and this is your assignment that you submitted to your instructor. And what your instructor is going to be seeing is a 27% or some other percent that basically tells the instructor that percentage in your paper was copied or is very similar to other sources on the internet. So for example, 13% of what I have right here in this file is very similar to this #1 source. So if I scroll down over here, we can, for example, see what has been like #1 is this is showing this link to this sentence right here, or this paragraph that basically is saying that it's very similar to a resource that comes from that source, #1. And then you can do the same thing for the rest of the pages and see what you have in your own file is very similar to other sources. So basically, this is what instructors are going to be looking at when you submit written assignments. They're going to be verifying that you're not just copying and pasting things from online sources into your own assignments. And finally, what I want to show you also under the Moodle training site, I already showed you about chats, about discussion forums. The next one I want to show you so that you can see how it works is about quizzes. So if you have a quiz that you need to take, for example, the instructor is going to give you the link, and once you're ready to take a quiz, just click on the link. And then you're going to be seeing instructions right there. For example, this is telling you just very briefly that you need to enter the quiz. There are 2 questions. You have 2 minutes duration time to finish the quiz. So if you're ready to take the quiz, just click on Attempt Quiz Now. And then you're going to be seeing a little window right there asking you to confirm that you're ready. So click on Start Attempt. And basically this is going to be the quiz window. As you can see, this is just multiple choice, a multiple choice exam or quiz. And for your answer to do is select the best that you think is for a particular question. So I'm just going to randomly choose some questions, answers right here. And once you're ready, you click Next. Once you're ready to submit. Once you're ready to enter a quiz, so to take your quiz, you click on Attempt the Quiz Now, and then it's going to give you a little window right there that is asking you to confirm, so you click Start Attempt. And basically, you're going to be seeing the quiz questions. In this case, they are just multiple choice or true and false. So I'm just going to randomly choose some answers right here. And then once you're ready to submit it, you click Next. And then it's going to give you just a summary what you have right now. So I still have time left, 16 seconds, so I might as well hurry up and submit this, otherwise I'll lose all my answers. So submit all and finish. Are you ready? Yes, I'm ready to submit all and finish. Okay, so the system processes the quiz right away. And this is going to happen in your classes when you have multiple choice questions. The Moodle system is going to process the quiz right away and give you a score. So let's see, I have my one attempt right here. I finish and I have 0 points for those 2 maximum points. So my grade is 0 out of 10. So basically this will give you a chance to see your score right away. And if the instructor is allowing you to retake a quiz, you can just retake it. But if the instructor doesn't allow it, then you're basically going to have that particular score as your final score for that exam or that quiz. And this is everything that I wanted to show you about Moodle and how to access your classes and how to navigate classes in Moodle. Thank you so much, and if you have any questions about any particular assignment or a Moodle problem, you should definitely contact your instructor as soon as possible. Thank you very much for watching and for your patience. And I definitely recommend that if you have any questions about the program itself or your particular course, you can contact your academic advisor. And if you would like to contact me, my email is C as in Claudia, and then my last name, Araiza @ssu.edu.